Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are proud to announce the launch of the security initiative of itcio.com, an upcoming portal from the Times Group. The objective of the security initiative as part of this portal is to capture the latest trends and best practices in order to provide readers with relevant content and information which will broaden their know-how and help in better decision making. I would now like to call on stage and over to this dais, Mr. Amit Kumar Gupta, Business Head, Economic Times, B2B.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the launch of ETCIO and DSCI Security Initiative today. EconomicTimes.com, the online arm of the print Economic Times, has started focusing on specific sectors. And as part of that initiative, we are launching ETCIO is basically a part of that initiative itself, where we'll be focusing on IT leaders across all industries. So be it retail, be it healthcare, be it any of these things. And the idea of these verticalized sectors is that if we are able to focus as Economic Times as a brand, if we are able to focus more deeply, more insightful onto a particular sector. So ETCIO itself would be able to cater to the issues faced by IT leaders more deeply. It will be able to engage with the community much more holistically and deeply. So today, as we all know, security itself has become even more important as an area to focus on than it ever was, right? So as part of the initiative joint launch, we wanted to launch this common initiative with DSCI, where we would be focusing on security as a vertical, right? And the entire initiative would be launched in a couple of phases. The initial phase which we decided is that we will launch a weekly newsletter which would go out to the top security professionals in India, including people like you, and which would talk about the news, the discussions, what is latest happenings in India and across the world. In subsequent phases, we plan to launch some discussions, articles, webinars, all focused on security as an area. So if you all guys want to subscribe to these newsletters, you can just simply mail us on join@etcio.com, and you would get subscribed to these newsletters. With this, I would like to call upon now my colleague, Mr. T.K. Arun, who is an opinion editor with Economic Times, to talk more about the industry and what is his views on it. Yeah, Mr. Arun.
Now, obviously, before an audience like this, I would be completely out of place talking about IT. But IT security typically begins with protocols and procedures outside IT. You might have the best systems in place to secure your data, but if you leave your computer unattended and you allow a stranger to walk into your office and he has access to that computer which is open, then all your security systems become completely futile. Of course, you are struggling with how to deal with people who bring their own devices and work at the workplace. But beyond all this, right now we are in a situation where we don't know. Basic computer hardware and software that you have taken for granted as being secure actually contain a backdoor which will allow surveillance by the US government about our activities, about what we do. We don't know. Is the US government banning Huawei from deploying their systems in the US because their routers and their material will not have such a backdoor which will give the US government access to the communications? Or is it because the Chinese government will have its own access? We don't know. In this kind of a situation, we need thorough technical capability. We need more than that, awareness to utilize the technical capability we have, and we need an ongoing debate and discussion on this subject. These are some of the things we hope to achieve through having a dedicated vertical which will deal with security in a larger platform catering to CIOs. And I hope all of you will feel free not only to sample the vertical, but also to contribute, because you will bring in perspectives which people sitting in a newspaper obviously will not have. You are the experts, you are the users, you are the people who tackle day-to-day problems of security, and unless you share them with others, others will not be able to take advantage of your experience or learn from your experience. So please feel free to be part of this platform and take this forward. We don't really have much time. Can I request Mr. Som Mittal to come and launch this and speak a few words?
Subscribing now. So those of you with smartphone, get started. Thank you, folks. I believe it's been a long day, but it's more fun time now. I think things like launch of the new ET portal for CIOs. Did you have a good day today? Right. So I think there's more to follow. I think there is, we have a, I'm sure you'll all be here to applaud people who have won awards, etc. But let me just say, I really compliment ET. I'm not sure how, you must be having a real think tank there to keep coming out with newer ideas. And the fact that you have chosen to take this vertical, I think, is extremely important at this point. While we are talking about security here, I think there is need for far more collaboration between the CIOs, because technology is changing so rapidly that they're exchanging. So we have forums and so on, but I think just putting it through a portal makes the reach so much more, because there are today CIOs who are within small towns and large towns and medium cities who don't have access necessarily to all the discussions. So I'm sure this portal would be very significant in terms of sharing best practices, sharing knowledge, and we're very happy that you chose DSCI as your partner for launching the security initiative. This is the think tank. I think we do scan everything that's going around in the world and see what the practices is. So we are very happy to do it. And as NASSCOM, I think it's our role to ensure that CIOs do more and more of this. You would recall this morning I'd asked by show of hands as to how many of you are not part of our industry, which means from banking and manufacturing sector. And while there were few of you there, I wish there were more. And hence, I think to reach out to that community on our security practice. For us, in our industry, that's hygiene, right? We cannot survive without those security practices. But in this particular case, it's important that we reach out to a far larger group of people. I would also say we had discussed this morning, and I'm kind of repeating here, it's no longer about IT. We talk about CIO, and the I really represents IT Information Officer. CIO is Chief Information Officer. But, I won't be surprised that in a couple of years, the IT word gets replaced by D, which is digital, so it will be Chief Digital Officer, right? Because today it's not about IT. It's become, technology has got consumerized, so where would you put social media? Is it IT, or is it digital way of reaching out to people? So I think we have to look at it from a digital perspective. And as we discussed this morning, and I hope, Mr. Arun, I have great regard for you personally, and those of you who don't follow, I think you should read I follow his
writings, because he really has great opinions on things that are of great importance. I think it is the responsibility of us and the media to take the message out to a large number of young people who are also exposed. We have great advantages of the net, we have great advantages of the social media, but we think that it is important also to let people know of the unintended consequences that sometimes are there. Everything has an unintended consequence, right? We have the better side of things, and then we have the negative side. I think when we talk about information security, it's about people who are the other side, who are misusing the system or have malafide intentions. And similarly, we think that young people are getting exposed, and I think we need to do them. So while it is today aimed at CIO, I hope that will extend to a larger community of people, because the more and more we reach out. I did meet some people here this morning who said they're taking this message to the schools, but there are so many schools, so many colleges. How do we get this going? So we're very happy to partner. I would repeat Mr. T.K. Arun's invitation to all of you. While we will in a structured manner provide them data, but then, you know, if you have something to contribute, I'm sure the editorial board here would look at it and share your own thoughts in it. Very often every portal turns out to be also a blog where people comment on what has been published, and I think that becomes a discussion point, and we hope that the discussion will be very active. I hope you are going to be following what gets posted there, and we might have opinions on it. We discussed that this is not limited to CIOs. Today issues are at a country level, international level, and while we as an industry which is dependent on technology will do our bit, but I think the CIOs need to be participating, because if countries might come out with rules and regulations which become disruptive, then I think it's going to be bad for them. So I think we need the CIOs also to participate in this debate on what should be government policy, rules, regulations that govern us. So with that, compliments and congratulations to ET for this initiative, and we look forward to a very long-lasting relationship of taking our message through your medium, as we have often done. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mittal. We hope that we would be able to extend the vision of DSCI and NASSCOM in terms of taking this forward through this platform. And we will obviously wait for your blog and your articles on here. I will just I would like to call upon Mr. Sanjay Sindhwani just to give a word of thanks. He's a business head for economictimes.com.
Thank you, Amit. Mr. Som Mittal, Dr. Kamlesh Bajaj, T.K. Arun, and my dear friends. I think today digital security impacts all of us as consumers. So, you know, whether it's online banking, paying your taxes online, buying travel tickets, train tickets. So, you know, we are now transacting online, and we transact online. That means somewhere we are making payments, and when money comes into play, then security kind of comes to the top of the mind. And I think creating that awareness to the masses has been one of the things that we have been doing, because we run a consumer business through e-commerce and other activities, and we find that, you know, security is a big concern with a lot of the consumers. They're not sure, you know, whether when they share their banking information or credit card information online, how safe it is. And for us to grow our business, we have to kind of instill that confidence and communicate that to the consumers. And for the online industry to grow, for the digital space to grow, and for the digital reach to grow through mobiles and through internet, it's very important that the consumer confidence is retained. And I think that is where the role of CIOs becomes very important, because the practices that they implement, the kind of investments that they make in security will ensure that the consumer confidence does not get broken. On our ET side, for instance, you know, we talked about cross-border issues. Around budget is a time when we typically see hacking attempts by organizations from across the border, you know, trying to hack our site, and we have to kind of take measures to control that. And I guess a lot of that phishing activity and other activities at banking sites are also areas of concern. So I hope this initiative of ours will kind of help CIOs be on the top, discuss issues, identify them, and ensure that the consumer safety and the consumer issues are taken care of, along with the corporate issues, because I think that's always the focus of CIOs. But consumer confidence, if it's once broken, it's very difficult to get it back. And it's very important because as we know, online transactions and internet activities help us bring down cost of transactions. So from a business perspective, that's very important. With that, I would like to thank all of you for being here. I hope all of you will subscribe to this newsletter, and I hope we'll continue to get the support from Mr. Mittal and NASSCOM in taking such initiatives further. And thank you once again.